My lovely viewers, good day to you all. You're welcome to today's class. So today we have a question on the board which is under the topic called vectors. So we shall be resolving vectors in different components, and they are usually in horizontal and vertical components. So let's solve the question we have on the board. The question which says resolve the vector in the figure into vertical components. So this question is asking us to resolve only into one component, which is the vertical component. So all we need to know first is we need to take into consideration our graph. We have a graph of x and y. The y-axis is always on the vertical axis, where the top here is positive and the below here is negative. While on the horizontal axis, we have our x. The x is positive at the right hand side, while at the left hand side, it is negative. So this question now is saying we are resolving the vertical component. So that means we are resolving for y. Okay, so anything when we are resolving for the vertical component, so we are taking y into consideration in this case. Okay, so we are not resolving horizontal for this question. So that means whatever is at the top here, both the right and the left at the top is plus y and plus y. Okay, it is positive. Y below, when we are resolving any force we have below here, it's going to be negative. Okay, so now let's resolve. All we need to do is to draw a table this way. So we the first parameters we need are the forces. The parameters we need here are the forces. Then the next one is the angle, after which we resolve in the vertical component, which is Vy. Okay, so let's begin. Let's check from the diagram how many forces we have. We have 10 Newton, 15 Newton, 9 Newton, and 12 Newton. So under this from this figure, we can see that we have four forces. So let's bring out the forces here. Let's impute in our table. The first one is 10 Newton. The second one is 15 Newton. The third one is 9 Newton, while the last one is 12 Newton. So we have this already. So we are done putting imputing the values for the forces. So all we need to do now is to impute the values for the angle for each of the forces acting in this figure. So for 10 Newton, the angle here is 30. So here we have angle 30 degrees. For 15 Newton, the angle is 60. So here we have 60 degrees. And for 9 Newton, we can see that 9 Newton is on the vertical line. So this is at angle 90 degrees. So the angle for 9 Newton is 90 degrees. And the last one, which is 12 Newton, is 40 degrees, as we have from the figures. So now we have all of these parameters. From here now we can resolve using the force and the angle. So if you want to resolve into the resolving the vertical components, we use what we call sine from our trigonometric ratio. So we use sine. Okay, so all we need to do now is to multiply the force times the angle. Okay, so let's do this. So resolving this force here is 10 Newton. And this 10 Newton, resolving for the vertical, as we can see, the value of y here is 10 because it's at the top. So this is plus 10. Then we have sine 30. Okay. So we are going to get our answer with the use of calculator, but let's bring out the parameters all first. Okay. Then the next one is 15. If you are to resolve 15, from the graph you can see the value of y at this point is minus. So this becomes minus 15 sine 60. Okay, so all of these are in degrees. Let's move on to the next one, which is 9. So this 9 here also is going to be negative because it's down here. So this is going to be minus 9 sine 90 degrees. Then the last one here is 12. And the 12 is at the top here. So that means this is plus. So this gives us plus 12 sine 40. So after resolving all of this, all we need to do next is to take our calculator and punch punch all the values we have here so as to get our final answers for each of the components. Here we have sine 30. So all we need to do is to punch sine 30 on our sine 30 on the calculator, and we multiply that by what we have here, which is plus 10. And this gives us 5. So our answer here is 5. Okay. We move on to the next one. Here is sine 60. We punch sine 60 also on the calculator, and we multiply by times minus 50. Okay. So this gives us minus 12.99. We can take it to 2 decimal places. The third one now is sine 90. So this is sine 90. We multiply by what we have here, which is minus 9. And this gives us minus 9. Moving on to the fourth one, what we have is sine 40. So we punch sine 40 on the calculator times plus 12. Okay, so the final answer here is 7.71 to 2 decimal places. So now these are the answers we have. The first answer here is 5. The second answer we have here is minus 12.99. The third answer is minus 9. And the last answer is 7.71. So from here, all we need to do is to add up all the values we have here. So we have 5 minus 12.99 minus 9, and here we have plus 7.71. So the final answer the calculator is giving us here is minus 9.28 in 2 decimal places. So as you can see, we've resolved this vector into the vertical component, and the final answer it gives us is minus 9.28. So viewers, in our next class, we shall also resolve this same question into the horizontal component, after which we find the resultant and also the direction of this vector. Hope you've learned something new today. Thank you for watching, my dear lovely viewers. Thank you for your support once more. God bless you all. Bye for now, and see you in the next class.